Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Second Leadership Congress 2011 here at the Radisson Blu Hotel, Sharjah, UAE. And before we proceed, may I request everyone to stand up and rise for the UAE National Anthem.
حصنتك بسم الله يا وطن بلادي 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 بلاد حماك الإله شرور الزمان أقسمنا أن نبني نعمل نخلص مهما عشنا نخلص سام الأمان وعاش العلم يا إماراتنا رمز العروبة كلنا نفديك بالدماء نرويك نفديك بالأرواح يا وطن.
Thank you very much. At this point, we would like to call now for the chairman of the Alim Knowledge Center and the brain behind this Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Rashid Alim for his opening and welcoming remarks.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Lovely morning for all of you. First of all, I would like to start by thanking each one of you for taking the initiative today and deciding on investing their time. Please consider your time today with us as an investment. It's not that you came in just to kill the time and for the sake of seeing each other. Why Leadership Congress? Nowadays with this financial crisis crossing the globe, organizations are in great need of great leaders. And there's thousands and thousands of literatures, books, programs, workshops are being carried out every morning. And the title is Great Leaders, or How to Create a Good Leaders for the Societies. Leaders, they don't stay much in the positions nowadays. They get, they used to stay for a decade or two, or even 3, or some of them 4 decades. 40 years in the same position and leading with an energy, leading winning teams, creating result, producing result, contributing to the societies. But something going wrong, and we've been losing great leaders from organizations. When we started losing great leaders, we started losing other values. The whole financial system was at risk. It was October 2008 when the Lehman Brothers announced the bankruptcy in the States. And those days, at the initial weeks of the crisis, most of the people thought it is a U.S. crisis. It's not going to hit us. We're very conservative societies. We have the best banking sectors. So it is a U.S. problem and they can fix it. They created that problem and they will fix it. But in just a couple of days, not even weeks, the crisis has hit every sector or every section in this globe, including countries. Initially, we started speaking about companies, that how companies are bailing out, companies are shutting down, announcing bankruptcy, they're going dead. But nowadays, we're talking about countries are bailing out. So you could imagine how severe the crisis is. We really have underestimated. It seems to me the reason behind is that our memory is too short. Human brain memory is too short. Our grandfathers, they really had a nice hit back in 1929 when they had what it was called the Great Crash. And there was thousands of lessons drawn on those days. But now it seems to be we're just repeating the same crazy, nasty mistake again. But the good part of it, to me, it's a human-made mistake. And a human can make or break anything if they have. We have really hidden energy. If you try to use it, we can produce wonder. And this is what I am inspired to do. And this is the reason why I have decided, right after the collapse of the Lehman Brothers, to come up with this lovely concept called the Congress, is where you have different people, different background, different level of position in the society. They assemble together and they exchange their network, they adopt the best practices from each other, and they keep moving forward. So crisis, so what? We need to do something. We need to do something. Why? If you log into the World Bank, and I would urge you to do so tonight or later on once you leave this learning zone, go to the World Bank. There are about 6 billion people. I'm not saying millions, 6 billion people are living in less than $1 a day. You could imagine. We live in a paradise right here, or even in this room. We were able to afford coffee, tea, and different types of juices this morning. There are families, they cannot even afford a meal a day, right? Not even part of it. And it's not my talk, it's the World Bank talk. So there's a lot of things need to be done. And I think each one of us, if he takes, or he or she, take the initiative and decide to do something, yes, we need to keep moving forward. The tools of yesterday, they're not applicable today. Whatever we used to work yesterday, it's not applicable today, and the today's will not be good for tomorrow. So we have to be challenging tomorrow. We have to keep moving forward. We have to do things that not used to be done. And one of the things, one of the clue I can give you if you really want to change is to start looking deeply in a theme called sustainable development. Sustainable development is one of the good initiatives created by the United Nations. It's almost 10 years back, when they wanted really to link the 2 or the 3 pillars of sustainability, if you would: social, economic, and environment. And there's a big misconception here, if you would. People think sustainability is green solutions, is environment. It's not. It's about economy, and it's about the social. And to me, if we add 2, religion, the culture, then we can make what is called civilization. So actually, civilization consists of the United Nations philosophy of sustainability, including the culture, the religion, right? And living in harmony with each other. If you get all these things, then you have a civilization. And this is where we need to. So sustainable development is something I would really urge you to go and look into that deeply and see how you can link things together. So nowadays it's not that you're good in producing a green result or good that you're doing a good financial record, but we need you to do something for the society too. As I said, there's about 6 billion people waiting outside for someone to rescue the situation. And if we don't do something, it's going to be a really disaster. What happened to Australia lately with the flood, this has never been budgeted, right? So we are also running through a financial crisis. We do the level best to budget things around and how to do things in a better way. But there's what is called God Act, right? So God has decided something in a couple of stations, right? So I'm just telling you why Australia, because their government has announced last night they will be increasing the taxes again. So the taxation program will be increased in Australia. And my son was telling me, Dad, so what? Again, Australia is far away. Why are you concerned? I said, because, son, your dad is running the custom department in Sharjah. So I know that most of the livestock comes from Australia. Most of the food stuff for Sharjah comes from Australia. So the price is going to shoot up like hell. And we're already shoot. So really, we're in a deep crisis. So you see how we have been linked together, right? So globalization is not as a political theme, but globalization is a fact. It's not something that you and I we need to debate on anymore. It is a fact, right? And I would like to sum up with this question. A friend of mine has asked me. I was in a conference in India last week, and he asked me a bit weird question. He said, Rashid, how would you differentiate a political leader from a business leader? I buzzed for some time and said, okay, wow, it's really a great tough question, and I have to be very political in answering this because I'm running a very official position. I said, well, in general, if you don't quote me here, I hate political leaders for one reason, because they are the one creating borders, right? So they enjoy creating borders. They wake up in the morning and say, oh my God, please give me an extra border, right? But we, business leader, I said, we go beyond borders. We love business. We love networking. We love working together. We love to see people living in harmony. This is the difference between us and them. And I hope I was right. So, right. Every Congress, I had sort of a culture giving a short message to our Prime Minister in this lovely country. This message this morning is going to be a bit weird, right? Because I'm a weird person, as they say sometimes, right? Your Highness, Your Excellency, I would love you to create a new ministry. That ministry name should be Ministry of Leadership and Management. We are in great, great need of managers and leaders in this part of the world. The initiative, some of the ministries you have operating under your leadership, they do have little bit pieces and bits about leadership and management, but doesn't work, sir. You need to have a full-fledged ministry. The theme is to encourage and network with the successful organization worldwide to create a good UAE nationals who could really lead organization, not only locally, but globally. We have a couple of good, successful cooperation. They are operating globally. Etisalat, ADNOC, just name them. Air Arabia's, Emirates, more than 12. I have 12 good brands. They have branches more than 68 countries. And unfortunately, most of the branches, none of them is run by a local. So, and we're really in a great search. I'm running 3 departments in Sharjah government. I'm in charge of the port, I'm in charge of the customs, I'm in charge of the Hamriyah free zone. Why? I hate to run 3, believe me, but we don't have enough people around to run the show. We don't have trained, we don't have enough talent to run the show. So my request to him, and thanks for the media, you did a great job, guys. Last time when I requested him to change the name of the Ministry of the Environment and Water to the Ministry of Sustainable Development, it was very well received by the media. And then when I have requested him to create a Ministry for Marketing and Branding, it was very well received by the media. The same thing when I have requested him to create a Ministry for Privatization, it was very well received by the media. Now this is my first request, my first ministry. You guys are lucky I'm not the Prime Minister here. I'm going to chew you. Anyway, right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, once again. And I'm sure the speakers who are going to speak later on, you will enjoy their speak and that talk. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Rashid. May I request you to remain on stage, because at this point we will give special recognition to certain individuals who has given a lot for this Congress. But first, our awardee will be the earliest person who has arrived today. This time, last Congress, it was a he, but this time it is a she. She is here like before anyone else. So she shows some dedication and enthusiasm and interest for this one. So our early bird recipient is none other than Miss Jane Gonzalez from the GL Noble Denton. Please give her a round of applause, please. Congratulations, Miss Jane Gonzalez, our early bird recipient. Our next recipient is for the Brilliant Networker 2011. And he is none other than Mr. Mutaz Muhammad Osman. Congratulations, Mr. Mutaz Muhammad Usman, our brilliant networker. And our last but not the least recipient as the publicity builder for 2011 is none other than Ms. Arwa Sulaiman. All right. Unfortunately, Ms. Arwa is not around, but congratulations, Ms. Jane Gonzalez, Mr. Zuhair, Mr. Mutaz, and Mr. Arwa Sulaiman. Thank you, Dr. Rashid. We will now officially open the exhibition and marketing area to be led by Dr. Rashid Alim. Is everyone inside now? Maybe we can proceed with our Congress. We would like to give our vote of thanks to our valuable sponsors, because without our sponsors, our second Leadership Congress will not be feasible. With this, I would like to call on Dr. Rashid Alim again to be on stage to give some special ghost. Thank you for the following sponsors, and if I mention your company, please, any representative of that company, please be on stage and receive the special vote of thanks from Dr. Rashid Alim. We'd like to call now from Unger Steel Middle East. Any representative from Unger Steel Middle East to receive a special gift from Dr. Rashid as one of our sponsors? Anyone from RAD International? So RAD International, thank you as one of our sponsors. We call now for any representative from Developer Building Contracting. Thank you. And any representative from SBK Holding. Any representative from ALCO or ALCO. Representative from Universal Lubricants. From Fujitsu. From Al-Muhafiz Building Contracting. From Malk Holding. From Al-Bawardi. From the Bawan Industries. From Doralco Industries. And last but not least, any representative from Horwath MAK. So thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Rashid. We are now in session 1, all about leadership. And to give us a seminar on leadership roles and functions is none other than Dr. Rashid Alim.
Hi, once again. I won't give you a hard time this time. It's going to be a PowerPoint presentation. It's a journey about leadership roles and responsibilities, if you would, or functions. I'll be your knowledge facilitator. Through this program, I'll try to emphasize more on the softer skills of a leader, because this is what we are lacking. There's a lot of talk, again, in the city and the town about the hard skills. Time management, project management, organizing, this and that, but little stuff about the functions and the main roles, if you would, of the leadership. And the roles and the function which they're coming next are based on the research I have done lately and the interviews carried for the top successful organization during the turbulent time of the financial crisis. So if you just pay attention to what comes next, you'll really be glad and have some valuable information. Right, and this is what I say. In this historical great crash, organizations, individual too, are in search of good leaders. Fortunately, through proper education, training, development. So 3 things. Education, training, development programs. Managers can be good leaders, right? So we have a good news here. What's leadership? I'm sure myself and the rest of the speaker this morning, they will be emphasizing on the meaning of it, because to me, having the right terminology and definition of a term makes things much, much easier. So to me, leadership is a process. It's not one time. It's a process of directing and influencing the activities and behaviors of others, right? For what? Through a proper communication to reach a destination, to attain a goal, or a goals, it could be, right? Or to achieve that vision, if you would, right? So it's a process, and process dealing with people through the proper communication. There are 3 levels of leadership to me. Please pick up